Good morning. I'm just watching your messages today to say what awful weather it is up in Scotland. I'm so sorry to hear that. Gosh, we are very, very lucky down south here because we have got beautiful weather still, and long may it last. But yeah, oh well, more reason to stay inside and join me for half an hour, but also staying safe, hopefully, because that's what we all like. So don't forget, if you want to join us on a regular basis and you want notifications, please come along and subscribe, as they say, and then tick the little bell so that you can get notifications of half an hour before I'm due to come on, which is nearly always on a Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. and a Sunday morning at 11 a.m., which is where we are today. And you need a thumbs up, of course, which is down here somewhere. So we have got some restocks about to come in, which is why I wanted to just say we must do this one this week, because we have got the gorgeous rippled poinsettias coming back in stock this week. Now, if you haven't had a chance to get them, this is now going to be your last chance, because they are due back in stock any day at the suppliers. I've got my order in, so we will be getting them. They won't be shipping out until Friday of next week, but if you want them, get them whilst you can, because they are just an all-time favourite for me. I really love these. And I keep on saying to people about using the inks to stain them and polishes and things, so that's what we're going to do today. I was going to show you the card half finished, but I thought, no, we'll go right from the beginning. So, rippled poinsettias it is over on the website, maximumcrafts.com. It is in the all things on the YouTube live section, also in Craft Dies and Jamie Rogers Dies, so it's all there. But bear in mind that they're not actually going to be with you until next weekend, because of the fact that they are sort of due in rather than actually with me. Okay, but if you want to go with it, go with it. So I shall be using the rippled poinsettias today, and I'm also going to be using the festive foliage, which is, hold on, let's just grab that for you as well to show you, but I'm afraid that one is not in stock anymore. But I really wanted to use the pine parts of this, which is why I chose that one. So that's the festive foliage, foliage pieces. Oh, I'll get it right in a minute. Foliage pieces. So let us, without further ado, pop that to one side and show you how I'm going to make up the card base first. What a gorgeous colour that is. Now, so this is antique copper. I always feel that that goes nice rather than the gold one. It's a bit darker. And can you see what's popping out here? It is a poinsettia, but it's actually a piece of paper. So it's from a 12 by 12 card, 12 word tail paper pad, which is from Make and Create, and I have been using this paper pad a lot this season, but I wanted to just use something that was a little bit out of the ordinary, really, because I'm actually going to be cutting it and just using that part of it. So I thought I would go through and show you how my brain works. Doesn't always work very well, but I thought I'd just show you how it works. I'm going to take myself a 7 by 7 card blank, which, as we know, is not quite 7 by 7, but I'm just going to measure it again with my ruler, and it's 17 centimetres square. So I'm going to cut my first piece of card, this piece of card, at, we will go 16, because 16 and a half would fit, but I think sometimes that's just a little bit too tight. So my first piece is my antique copper, and that's going to measure 16 centimetres by 16 centimetres. So that's my piece first. Then I'm going to take my piece of paper, and this piece has got to measure 15 and a half by 15 and a half. So I'm going to look on my piece of card where I want my piece. Now, my whole thing is going to be about poinsettias. So actually, here is another card. Do you see what I mean? If we were to cut out that piece Perhaps use some of the frames, an easy frame size 7, and we would have a card immediately. But we're making a card here. So I'm going to take it from this side and I'm going to cut at 15.5. So taking my measurement here to 15.5, and then I want 15.5 from there. Oh, trying to work it out. Let's do it that way around. Double-sided, so we're okay. 15.5 from there. It should just pop out. So by cutting it like that, I've left another piece that I could make a lovely card from there with a frame round. I've also got enough to do really 2 other cards, very similar of what I'm doing today. So that's from a 12 by 12 piece of paper pad. So that's the cutting. Let's turn it over because it's that side that we want to be working on. And I'm going to pop that straight down onto my card blank. So first of all, we'll put the antique copper on. Now I would, she says, normally put a bit of foam on here, but I'm not going to put foam on because I'm going to have a lot of texture and depth with my flowers that I want to do. Just checking where, yeah, top folding. We'll go with top folding. So I've popped that there. I needed to check whether we're top folding because that is going to be in my top right hand corner as my flowers are going to come down here. So I'm just going to pop that onto there. Put that into position. Just hold that down. And I think hopefully you'll agree that the antique copper just looks, I'll show you a piece of gold actually. So this is vintage gold or something. And I think that's just a bit wishy-washy compared to the richness. You can see the difference there. The richness of those, I just prefer it. And I didn't want to have anything too shiny. I didn't want gold mirror card or anything. So I think that works quite well with the sort of the brown here of the pine leaves and the pine cones. So you can see my theory behind it all. So my card base is actually finished, but now we want to get on with doing our lovely poinsettias. So, scrap bit of paper to show you. And I'm going to bring in the Maxine, the gilding, metallic gilding polish. I have had this for ages and it's really something that I like to bring out at Christmas time, but it's sort of suitable all the time. There are lots of colours. I have only got what I would call the Christmas colours. So I've got a red and a green and a gold. Silver, unfortunately, is out of stock. But so these are a polish in itself, dries very quickly, which is what I prefer. It's got an applicator in the lid, but you could put it on with your fingers and things like that if you wanted to. But it's a beautiful sort of, well, like a creamy consistency and really, really simple to use. So I thought we would have a go at doing that. When I have done these poinsettias before, I had used Stays On ink, which is just, let me show you, just a black ink, which I used on the gold mirror card, or the gold, not mirror card, the gold satin card. So that works really, really well, just to highlight some, but this actually puts a colour on it. And of course you can have many colours, as I say. So I have got, I did have, someone's pinched that, but nobody's here bar me, so it can't have been anyone very important. What did I do with it? Hold on a second. Oh, I do know what I did with it. I dropped it all, which wasn't very good, was it? Let me just see if I can just retrieve it for you. Just a second. I remembered that I dropped it on the floor. talk amongst yourselves. No, can't quite rescue that. Not to worry. So all we simply do is we cut out our poinsettias. So as you can see, I'll just bring in these to show you. It's not going to show you up quite so well with the red ones, but I just love it as a little finish to it. So if I bring that in closer to the camera, you can see what sort of effect that gives, which is a beautiful rippled, as it says, effect. But what we're actually going to do is spread the polish over the top of it so that it just catches in places, which gives it a beautiful sheen. And it just gives it a lovely, lovely finish. If you use it on white card, you will get a different effect altogether. And that's what I wanted to be able to show you. Oh, you also put your finger in everything. Hold on, just mop off the colour that I've just now put my finger into it. It does wash off beautifully, so we're okay. But you can see hopefully there what sort of a look you would get if you were to put this on white. So it does give a really good look there, but I'm going to put it onto this one, and this is just going to give it a beautiful sheen. So how do we apply it? We simply take our lid off, and then in the here we have a sponge which just flicks in and out. I'm going to pick up a tiny bit of my polish and just pop a little bit there so that I don't want too much on there, and simply wipe from the middle outwards our poinsettia. So if you just went round once, you would just get a one covering. And if we go round a couple of times, it just literally polishes it. So as you're putting it on, it does give that sort of polished effect as well. So it will give a shine or a sheen, and it will just, now what I want to try and do is pick this up and show you the difference. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see from the camera, but let's give it a go. Hopefully you can. That the light hopefully is catching this one, which has now got a beautiful sheen to it, as opposed to, that's better, as opposed to that one, which you can see is dull in comparison, which I think just gives a lovely sheen. You can obviously just use this as it is. There isn't a problem with using it like that, but it just gives you that lovely look. It picks up the embossed bits, and the debossed bits it doesn't, but it just makes it pop that much more. So I'm just going to do some of these because I want to put some flowers on it. I have done some, but I'm just going to do some more. As I said, there are other colours, and this product is not new. This gilding polish, metallic gilding polish. There are all sorts of different types of cosmic shimmer polishes, but this one, the metallic, just gives that lovely, look at that, beautiful finish. Okay, so have a little natter whilst I'm doing these. Now, yesterday we had a fantastic workshop down here, an in-person workshop, which was really lovely with my folks from the nearer area that come, which is lovely to see them. And we made some snow globes, which I will be showing you because I thought you didn't want to miss out, but you've got to wait a little while because we were using a brand new dye. Shh, don't tell anyone about that. But yeah, we were making that. So that will be coming up in a couple of weeks' time. This Wednesday, I will be showing you how to make well, another project, shall we say, but it will be a recording because I'm going to be popping away for a few days. And so although it will become live at 6 o'clock, it will and always be there, which is the best bit. You will find that it will come up as a complete blank if you're looking earlier than 6 o'clock. So don't be concerned, but that will be a recording. Okay, but I will be back. I will be back, and I will be with you again next Sunday at 11 o'clock when I will be having the kit, the first kit of the month, and that will be, I was going to say an ordinary kit, but not a Christmas kit. I will also be having a few more of the Christmas kits coming in. They were just so popular, and they will be coming in later this week as well. So do watch out for those if you missed out, because I know there was quite a few people that were keen to still get hold of them. I'm just making up a whole load whilst I'm here because I can. Can you see that sheen on there? Look at that. It's really, that's really a gilding polish bit, isn't it? Eh? Oops. Just gives a really lovely look. But again, because it misses the bit in the middle, it just gives that very pretty finish. I think I've probably done all I need to do. Then I'm just going to be popping that together. So let's see how we go with that. So pop that back into there until it clicks, and then do that up. I have had that polish. I don't know if you recall, but some years ago, there was some gilding wax, actually, I think, rather than a polish, to be fair. And it came out and it was lovely. But if you didn't use it for a few months, it tended to go hard, and then you had to pop a little bit of special liquid of some sort with it, and that helped a bit. But in general, it worked out quite expensive because you would waste an awful lot of it. This is a much easier product to use. It doesn't come with Maxine written on it. Hide that bit. It doesn't come with Maxine with it. It just comes like that. It's a 50ml pot, I think. Yeah, 50ml pot. And I haven't touched that for well over a year, and I've actually owned it for about 7 years, I think. So to think that I have able to just take the lid off and then it's smooth and it works so well, it's brilliant. The only thing I would say is if you are going to put it to one side and not use it for a while, you really should just run your sponge through a bit of water, because otherwise it tends to go a bit hard. But you could always use little sponge daubers and things like that, so not a problem. But there you go. So that's all about your metallic gilding polish. There are other polishes like that, but these ones for Christmas, just perfect, in my honest opinion. So have I got it over my hands? Well, a little bit, but it'll just come off with soap. So we're okay. So let's bring my card back in. So now we can see that if we were to be popping our poinsettias down in that corner, we've got all this lovely greenery that is going on. I mean, you could have done it the other way around, so that is your greenery to start off with. And then pop your sentiment up here. So, you know, either which way, but I'm going to do it round this way. So again, pop that to one side and let's make up my poinsettias. So I'm going to go for, let's see how we're going to make them up. So I've cut out enough for 3, but I'm not sure whether they're all, I'm going to do them all the same size. So just thinking, I might do one smaller one. Not as 100%. Oh, wait a minute, let's get it right. That size next. There's loads, isn't there? That size next. Gosh, right down. So yeah, I've got 2 completely full ones. And for some unknown reason, I've got bits and pieces from another one. Plain. We shall see. Okay, so let's get one together. Now, what I like to do with my poinsettias is make them a big statement. So I'm just simply going to pop my finger behind my each petal and then just push down so that it gives me that little thing. Can you see the glint on there? Beautiful. Down and down and down. Okay. Oh, blimey, have me on the television, Peter. It's a good job you can't see my face on the television. I'll tell you, fancy having a great big... I can't remember who it was, but I know someone has sent me pictures of their cat watching me on the telly, which is a bit disconcerting because I looked as if I was about 10 times bigger than the cat. Well, it would be on the telly. Let's hope it's a small telly, eh? Let's hope it's a small telly. I don't have the backing paper. The paper came from called Make and Create, and I got it online. So if you just put it on there, can't remember what it's called now. Hold on, I'll find out for you. Wait a minute. It's called Traditional Christmas. Traditional Christmas. Last one, I'm just going to press up rather than squashing all the others. And now just put it all together. So a little bit of glue into the center of the biggest one. Offset my... Oh, I need something. I need something to hold on to it. Offset the second one so that the petals on the top are in between the petals on the bottom. Oh, I love this poinsettia. I have to say, poinsettias and flowers are just all-time favourite for me, but I just particularly love this one. I didn't think I was going to because it's kind of modern, but because it is modern, it sort of fits in with anything you can think of, which is lovely. Again, I was going to do it in pink today. And then when I saw this polish, I thought, oh, do you know what? This has got to be. I still got a couple that I haven't put polish on. I just want to show you those in a second. Just going to press that in and make that grab. Let me show you on there. Look at the way that is actually beautiful. But compared to that, which is just dull and you can't really see quite so well with the markings, can you? So again, I think that looks pretty good. So you can see the markings there actually. Yeah. So that's one. Let's do the other. So again, finger behind and just push the petals down. Actually, they're not called petals on a poinsettia because this isn't really the flower, is it? Or something like that. Sure, a gardener will be able to tell me on that. Oh, wouldn't they, Julie? Yes, the flowers would look lovely on a gift instead of a bow. You're absolutely right. You are absolutely right. Hold on. Imagine, if you will, imagine if you had a piece of ribbon, couldn't think what we called it, and then pop that onto, let's say, the corner of a box. You put that onto the corner of your box, wrap that round. This is perhaps a box card even, or that sort of thing. And then, oh, look at that. Oh, it looks like the best box of chocolates you ever did want to have, doesn't that? Absolutely lovely. Can you order what online, Anita? What are we talking about? Oh, bracts. Thanks, Cass. Bracts. What did we say? That these are the bracts of the poinsettia, not actually the flower. I know we all think that they're the flower, but yeah, I think that really looks lovely, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, it's the paper pad. Yes, yeah, I got mine from online. Got mine from 2 or 3 places I've been able to get them from because they had sold out in some form. So yeah, I think one was the Works and one was the Range. Have tried to go in to get some, but they've never had them in stock. So they do appear to be much more online as opposed to in the shops, I'm afraid. Which, now I'm going to get all maudlin, is the way things are going to go. Isn't it, eh? Because they can obviously show so much more online as they can in a shop. They can't stock absolutely everything, can they? The good thing also about using the polishes is that it, as you can see, it's dry. I don't have to worry about waiting for it to dry, putting it to one side, waiting for it to dry. The sparkle glitter kiss that we had, the frosty sparkle glitter kiss that we had a couple of weeks ago, that's one of the things, you know, you can get in a bit of a pickle, but it's so much better. Two now, let's have a look. Pop them down there. I know we're supposed to have 3, aren't we, really? But I'm not sure whether I want 3. Can I just have 2? Is that allowed? I don't know. Oh, squashed it the other way. Hold on. I haven't cut so many of these out, so I'm just going to be making one, and it might not look right if I'm just making one. So I was going to go like that, and then that one in the centre. Pick it up. Huh? Oh, I think that would look all right, wouldn't it? What do you think? You made the larger leaves in green and the smaller red. It would look, yeah. If you did that bottom piece in green, yeah, it would look very, very different. Actually, let me just, I haven't got my green polish with me, but let me just, might look a bit dull because of it though, to be honest. Let's just grab one and have a look and see what it comes out like. It might look dull compared to the others, but I'm going to take the larger die and I'm going to put it through the same green that I have done my greenery in. So let me just run this through a second and we'll have a look what we think. But yeah, the fern actually, the fern green that is available, that would look very, very nice, wouldn't it? So there's a green one, you can see. And if you just popped that, I'll show you with white behind so you can see. That just gives you that nice little bit of green there. I might do that actually. Yeah, I'm going to. Thanks, Peter. I think it was Peter that said it anyway. Just going to put a dab of glue onto there, and I'm not going to mould those at all. I'm just going to offset them so that I can see a little bit of them poking out, but I'm just going to have that completely flat. And obviously because I haven't got the green, I haven't been able to put that on there. Yeah, I think that looks good. So let me just do another one, and then I've got to fit the size of that, haven't I? See, just when you thought it was going to be a quick day for you, I think it's that one I need. Yeah. So let's just, tape them together so that it doesn't fall off there. Just put these in. And then I'll stop messing about, I promise. I really will stop messing about. Whoops. So a little bit of glue to the center. Yeah, looks even better. Whoops. Turn around. Oh, now I'm thinking just one. Do you know what? Now I'm thinking I wish I'd put the card round the other way in the end. No, go with it. Go with it. Don't change it. It's all right. I'm just talking to myself. I can't decide now. Could you help me decide, please? Because I can't. Hold on. Let me just give you a complete demolition, as they say, or as my kids would say anyway. Let's put it all together so that you can see what you're supposed to be voting on. Now, I haven't put the greenery bit in yet, and I haven't put the sentiment in. I'm all wittering on a bit today. You can tell I'm enjoying this, can't you? 3 with the green. What, with the green there? 1 big, 2 small ones. Too late, Gay. Too late. Yeah, too late on that one because I've already done 2 big ones. Let me just show you where we're going with a sentiment. So I'm going to pop a sentiment up here. And I'm going to go with Christmas wishes, but I'm not going to put the sentiment there like that. I'm going to cut the sentiment out of the red, I think. Am I going to cut it out the red? We shall see whether I'm cutting it out the red or not. It's just a trim. I'll cut it out the red and we'll see what we think. So I'm going to pop that onto there. I'm going to put my sentiment through that way, don't forget. So that's always the best way to do that. Just pop that through. Yeah, maybe the green, the foliage, I don't know. We're just having a play. That's what crafting's all about. How many times do you do it? Because I do it all the time. That you think of how you want to make your cards. You've got it in your head. And then when you actually go to make it, it don't look nothing like it. Nothing. Not nothing. Well, similar in as much as you might have used the same dyes, but in general, it really doesn't look anything like what I had in my mind. Because it sort of evolves, doesn't it? You pick it up and you think, oh yeah, I like that bit, I like that bit. I'll tell you what I do want to do. I'm going to put some polish onto here. Obviously, I've got to be a bit careful. I could have, if I'd have thought about it, put the polish, wiped the polish over a piece of card first and then give it a second or two to dry. And then I could have actually just die cut it, because obviously you can do that, but lastminute.com. Can you see that shine? Yeah. Looks rather pretty. You can see a bit that I've missed. I think I was holding on to that bit. Okay, so I've done that bit. Now, what I want to actually do is pop it on, because I've got lots of white going on there. So I'm going to pop it onto a small piece of white card. Get hold of it. Straighten it up a bit. Okay, so I'm going to put it on a small piece of white card. I think I'm going to stick that down first. Gosh, you really have got all my thought processes today, haven't you? And I'm getting more and more used to talking to myself. So just going to put it, I'm doing it like this because I'd rather not, I will work out how much it measures in a minute, but I'd rather not be restricted to a piece of card. I'd rather do it as I went along. Just got to put a little bit more glue down there. Oh, come out when you're told. So let's hold that, and that. So I've got my Christmas wishes. Bring in that. So I'm actually going to trim that to 8 centimetres. And I'm going to trim that this way to, let's have a look, not 3.5, but 3, I think. No, it's going to have to be about 3.3. So that's why I said I'm not keeping it to a definite. So that's my bit there. I'm going to take a bit of my gold that I had. I'm going to stick that straight onto, not gold, antique copper. Oh, she messed that up, didn't she? Don't do as I do. Right, I'm going to pop that into that corner. I would have done it on that bit had I not splurged it everywhere. I'm going to take that slither off there. And then another slither off there. So that makes it about 8.5 by 3.8. So just put in about 0.5 centimetre all the way around. And then hopefully you'll see where I was going, in as much as, pick it up, that then breaks up this corner here. So I'm bringing in the red and it breaks up the corner. So I'm going to pop a bit of foam onto the back of that. And then actually, do you know, I've cut out some fir tree from that foliage pieces, but I don't think I want it. I think I'm just going to put them down as that, because I think in this case, the green at the background is enough. I think if I put in, I'll show you what I mean. If I put in some more fur, it might not look quite right. So I'm going to bring that down there. Christmas wishes goes there. So this is what I cut out. So very, very pretty. But I think if I start putting that in as well, it's too much, isn't it? It's too much. If I'd have put maybe my flowers that side, I could have put extra for texture or something. But I think they're going to be quite all right by putting them in the corner. So I'll grab my pin flare and my spatula and pop a little bit of this on the back of that one first. Down to there. And this one, maybe put a bit of extra on there. So the colours that I used for the card are sage green and cherry red. The colours that I used for the polish is rich red. I used Christmas Wishes, which for many of you was in a kit. Or was it Christmas Wishes that was in the kit? Something was. I feel the need to put something in the centre. Feel the need. The feeling might go, but at the moment it's not. I'm just going to have a look, see what I've got here. What I would like to put in would be some little gold beads, gold pearls, but I don't know that I've got them there. So let's take these old ones and see. I've just grabbed myself, should do them all the same size. I've just grabbed myself an alcohol marker pen and just colouring in some of the ordinary white pearls that I've got. I might not like it. I don't know yet. Oh. Could you put in another one? What did I do with that? There it is. Oh, come here. Need to let it to dry, really. Grab them with that. I'm grabbing them with this instead. Come here. Oh, goodness me. What do you think? I could colour it with gold polish if I had some. Indeed. Oh, semolina dyed yellow. Gosh, that would look lovely. I don't know. Don't think I like that, having done that. Don't like just the... I think what I probably need is to do some of the smaller ones and then get like a... if I could open them. Get like a little cluster going on. That's what I really need to do. I wanted to really get some... Have you heard of Prill? It's something that Heartfelt Creations used to do an awful lot of. And I kind of really wanted to get hold of some of them. Oh, Russian, I think. But it's sort of like tiny little beads or something like that. Might like these a little bit more. Let's have a look. So that I could put in... I think I'll just have to fiddle with this because you've got better things to do than to watch me fiddle with these, haven't you, really? But you get the idea. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this better. So I've just coloured them with the alcohol markers, but this time I've gone for the tiniest of the beads. And I think that that's going to look better. Just add a few of those. So I will carry on with that. And when I take the picture, they'll have them on there. And then you can say, well, I wouldn't have done that. Yeah, there's all sorts of things. Oh, you've got Prills, Gay. Yeah. Again, Nouveau drops don't have any of those. All sorts of things. Yes, Heartfelt closed down as of July. Well, they stopped. Their last one was of July, their last launch. And so they're all running things down. So yeah, I was just thinking, talking about krill, I was clearing up and I came across tiny little beads. So I could put them in as well, couldn't I? Well, not as well, but yeah, lots of things. So I'm going to finish that off, because you don't want to sit there and watch me do that, because you've been here long enough. It's been a long one today. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me company. As I said, anything ordered up today and everything, I will get out as much as I can, but obviously pre-orders coming in this week. Pre-orders of the frames, the easy frames are all coming in this week. Orders of the rippled poinsettia and the polishes all coming in this week, all going out to you on Friday. Have a really good week, and I look forward to seeing you with me in sort of person on Wednesday, or if not, I'll see you next Sunday when we bring out another kit for you. So take care. Thank you very much. Be seeing you soon. Okay, bye.